All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We're real Hebrew Israelites come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America and do these exhortations, to fish for the hopefully elect. But before we do that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash.
Dash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakim who's pushing this truth at the four corners of the earth in all truth, sincerity, and diligence. All right, man, just I was meditating on this, me and the brother getting the spiritual conversation here. It's a blessing, to really know this knowledge. You see, it's a real blessing. Okay, to get this word and understand this word. See, that's why you see it before a few parables that the Lord would speak. He would be like, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Because you can hear a thing and not perceive and understand it. All right, like these scriptures that Christians read. They read, oh, I read the Bible from front to back. Huh? I read the Bible from front to back. But what? Can't tell you nothing in the Bible. Don't understand nothing. Hey, Baba, so you get that precept that says wisdom is the principal thing. I believe it's Proverbs, the fourth chapter,
I grab it.
or the third chapter.
And it also reminds me of the ever learning and never coming to the knowledge of the wisdom.
Yeah. They'll read all day, so I study hours in theology and all you want to call it, but never coming to the truth, man.
And you said this in what?
It's Proverbs.
I got you. This is Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
All right, so wisdom is the principal thing. All right, the principal thing, is getting this wisdom, and when you get this wisdom, at the same time, you get understanding. All right, so therefore, whenever you read Genesis 1:1, you know what that's talking about. When you read Revelations, the 12th chapter, you know who to equate that beast with. 13th chapter, that beast. Who's the root of David. Because the thing about it, like something that's so, common to us, to other people, is like, a big, mystery, and which brings us to the fact that, like, this wisdom and knowledge, it's a mystery unto others. And we can start with that one, huh? Since that's how the spirit wrote Matthew the 13th chapter.
Let's do it, bro.
you know because this wisdom and knowledge is what's going to deliver us. This wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of our time, and to know, who our adversaries are, because you got the masters of Jake out here that don't even know who their adversary is. All right, wanting to be cool with the so-called white man, wanting to be cool with the so-called Asians, you know, wanting to be cool with the so-called Africans, man. All right, we don't just sit up here and just go in on the so-called white man, even though he's a damn devil. He's the border of wickedness. But it's all you other nations too, man.
Spearheaded by
You
the
know,
damn devil.
go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew 13:11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
See what I'm saying? That goes to show you that the Lord has a certain people who He's dealing with, and a lot of them who He ain't. You know, because the Scripture says many are called, but few are chosen. You know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go grip that real quick. That's in Matthew, the 22nd chapter. Bible Kushah, brother. This is Matthew 24 and it's like 22 and uh 14. It says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." All right, a lot of people, like you got a lot of people out here, you know, they know that we Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Based off what they have dealt with, they've seen from Kanye, or from hearing the prophets. A lot of people are called, you know, but only few are chosen to actually believe and soak up this wisdom, soak up this knowledge, man. All right, and that's what you're trying to. You can't see.
No, just get a look, a little devil.
Watch this. Let me show you this.
Come on,
Bam. You know. So yeah, this wisdom and knowledge is what makes you blessed, bro. Because the Lord has given it for you to understand. It was some more on that.
Ah, that was it. That was the
All right.
crux of it.
Okay, go to that First Kings 3:7.
Got you, brother. All right, this is First Kings 3:7. And now, O Lord, my God, and I'm reading it verbatim. I'm gonna just read it. And now, O Lord, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in.
So he was saying, I'm just a little kid, man. I don't know what I'm going to come because what within himself he was he was humble, man. He was humble because what is going to keep going.
And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so a great people? Question mark.
And so he's seeing a lot of our people, they cannot discern between. Look at this shit, man. On the live feed. We back on there though. I told you. I done ran into this problem a couple times now. Alright. Alright, so we back, man.
Okay.
The technical difficulties.
I'm gonna go back over that verse, okay?
Go ahead.
This is First Kings 3:8. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor accounted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I might discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?
That's right, man. So he asked the Lord for understanding. All right. So that understanding did what gave him the ability to judge between good and evil. Because it said the spiritual man judges all things.
Mm-hmm.
And how do he judge all things? Through the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because that's where we're coming from. We're coming from the perspective of the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord. That's why we're able to go out and lift up our voice like a trumpet, man. Okay? And that's why we're blessed to have this wisdom and knowledge. You know, because it creates the seal. It creates the seal within you. You know, and we yearn for that, man. So the whole part when Yahweh Shah said it's given unto you that are the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, that's heavy, bro. All right, because he's not dealing with everybody. All right. Hey, I get that. Would you have a precept?
Yeah, I got
Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach 25:5. Oh, how calmly is the wisdom of old men. And those old men don't go into people that's walking around here on a crane. That's people that have been laboring and toiling in this truth ever since they came into it, okay? So that's people that can, like for instance, I'm gonna just give a personal testimony. Um, chronologically, I'm older than this brother, but spiritually, this brother came into the knowledge and truth of Yahweh Shah before me. So he's an older man than I am. So when it says, "Oh, how calmly is the wisdom of old men," it's talking about men of the Lord that can apply their wisdom through time and through going through actual trials and tribulations. Okay, so this is talking about men that have been walking through life with the knowledge of who they are, with who Esau is, with who the Lord is. Okay, elders and understanding and counsel to men of honor. Okay, so these people walk out what they actually bring out. Much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is their glory. So it's one thing to know the scriptures, okay, but it's another thing to apply them. You have knowledge, you have application, right? You got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I mean, knowledge and wisdom goes into knowing the scriptures and understand. I mean, in studying the scriptures. All right. Now, understanding, for the most part, goes into application. All right.
Yeah.
Because you can have tests that have multiple choice answers, and you can get it right, but that don't mean that you understand the term and the terminologies.
Right.
Application goes into when you're taking a test and they have a sentence, and at the end of the sentence is a blank word that's missing, and you have to figure it out, and you have to know it, man. And what's the best way of knowing something? Living it, right? So living in this truth and following the law, statutes, and commandments, and not just really living, going back into James, running into diverse temptations and things like that, and having to stick to the truth, that applies understanding onto your knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures, and it makes you older men, man.
You see, the thing about it is understanding and knowing these scriptures, it gives you a jump on life. It gives you a jump on, everybody in this society, really, you know, because wisdom was only parted to a few good men. There's wisdom and knowledge, it is only parted to a few. Out of all these people out of all these people on the planet Earth, the Lord chose you. The Lord called you and gave you. Now, I'm saying this from the perspective of, being in the great millstone, because the great millstone, and brothers that's teaching the same, teachings, the same doctrine as the great millstone. Because when you look at IUIC, when you look at HOI, when you look at these other guys, that don't have the correct doctrine, you get to thinking to yourself, hey, that could have been me. You know what I'm saying? Second Ezra's 8:61, brother. You know, that could have been you. Talking about it's lawful to have sex on the Sabbath. That could have been you talking about keeping the Sabbath on a Friday to Sunday. That could have been you. You know, but the Lord had mercy on you to give you the correct doctrine. That's why you're blessed. That's why Solomon was blessed. Go ahead, brother.
This is Second Ezra 8:61, and therefore is my judgment now at hand.
Come on.
These things have I not shewed unto all men.
So these things, because Ezra was getting a whole lot of knowledge and understanding, bro. The Lord was dealing with Ezra. You see what I'm saying? Because he made Ezra fast, and whenever he said, and whenever I was done fasting, it's written in the place. He said, then I'm gonna get that. Keep reading, brother.
But unto thee, and a few like thee, then answered I and said.
He said, I am not giving this to all men, but I gave it to you and a few like you. Because the men of the Lord is set apart from every other being on the planet Earth. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Behold, O Lord, now hast thou shewed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast not shewed me?
I wanted you to read just the 62, brother.
Okay, so like it. Let me go back to 62. Yeah. These things have I not shewed unto all men, but unto thee a few like thee. All right, a few like thee. So that, like the brother said, that's basically going into the Lord is not dealing with nobody that's outside of the temple and doesn't have a mind to be able to accept this truth in the old path and reject Esau's way, man. Okay?
That's right.
Just that simple. What the scripture says, this world was made for what? For many, and the world to come was made for a few. Just just to back that up, and I'm paraphrasing.
Right. Look, check it out. It's written in a place. Right. This is 2 Ezra 9, and I'm gonna start at 27. It says, "After 7 days, I sat upon the grass, and my heart was vexed within me, like as before. I opened my mouth and began to talk before the Most High." No, so like that's not it. That's not it. It says the Lord had opened up here, and then I began to. Then I will come talk with thee. He said, then I begin to. It's written in a place. He said, then I began to talk with the Most High when He opened up His understanding. I believe that's in 2 Ezra 5. You see? But hold on, let me see if I can find it. No, it escapes me. But for the sake of time, I'm gonna just keep it pushing. But yeah, the it's written, But the thing is that the Lord has to be dealing with you for you to understand this, like it's written in that Luke. Try read Luke 24:49. Baba Kusha.
This is Luke 24:49. And behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you.
Nah, that's not it. 24:45, not 49.
45.
Yeah.
Then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures.
All right, the Lord got to open up your understanding for you to understand these scriptures. The Lord has to do that, man. And you have to be willing to be taught, bro. Because you know what I mean. The Lord's going to use men to teach you. You know, you have to first have a willing mind. Let's see what that said. That's hold on. Right. Yeah, this is First Peter's. No, Second Corinthians 8:12. It says, "For if there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to that man had, and not according to he had not." All right, so you got to first have a willing mind, bro. All right, to be taught, bro. You see, and the thing is that hey, not all Jakes have that willing mind, because you got Jakes that feel like they know it all. You know what I'm saying? You know. So Lord, hey, the Lord is getting ready to open up, the understanding for these new brothers that's coming in, bro, and they're gonna be getting it faster. Shalom, brother. How about Shimon Shabarakatah?
Shalom, Yabashir Shabrakatah.
You know, so you have to count yourself blessed that you have this understanding of the Lord, man, because He personally put the Spirit on you, man. Look, give me Jeremiah 1:5, brother. You know, because you have to be you like it, and then after that, give me John 15:16, I believe.
So Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Right. So the Lord say before you even came out the womb, He knew you and He ordained you. So it was at a particular time, and it was going to be at a appointed time that you were going to wake up. You were going to wake up and receive and eat the whole roll. You know, that's what was going to happen in your life, because you don't. It's no such thing as free will. You know. So it was ordained at whatever age you were going to be at, whatever time, the day, whatever it was, for a point in time that you were going to wake up to this knowledge, man. Because the Lord ordained us, you know. That's why we're not of our own, man. You know, you could be running around here with your pants sagging all off your ass. You know what I'm saying? Running still on some childish shit, running in people's houses and whatnot. Probably could be dead or in jail, doing whatever it was, man. But it was ordained for you to wake up and get this knowledge, man. You know, that's what it was ordained for. You see, because the Lord is dealing with His men. You know, because the truth that has been without fruit for so long. What that is? Give me is that 2 Ezra 6? 2 Ezra 6 and what 48, I believe. She said the truth that's been. No, that's not it.
That's 2 Ezra 6 and 28. I got you.
It's 28.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
As for faith, it shall flourish.
So that's 27.
Okay. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
Oh, no. We can start at 26.
Let's do that. 26. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth.
See? Go ahead, keep going.
And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
And it's being declared through the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord, because we are the mouthpieces of the Lord. The Lord has given us this understanding. You know, the truth went for so long without fruit, it's now being declared. And now these devils have trying to make haste to do whatever they got to do to try to put this truth out of works. But this is not of men. This is of the spirit of the power of the Lord, man. I didn't know this, brother. You know, but we all fall in the same umbrella as Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. We all speak in the same song. Because what? We have this knowledge, we have this understanding. And when we read these poetic scriptures, we read these parables, man. We can see them, we can see the vision. The Lord give us the eyes to see. Get there, brother. You got a precept?
I got one.
Go ahead, brother. Whenever you got a precept, just let me know.
Sirach 24 from the top. Wisdom shall praise herself, and shall glory in the midst of her people. So the people, we're coming into times where this truth that we're bringing out through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to be recognized, and the people are going to understand it, and they're going to run to it, and they're going to accept it. All right. A lot of them, the majority of them, is going to be too late though. It's going to be too late though. Okay. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before His power. So who is that she? Wisdom. Who is the congregation of the Most High? The scriptures say that, O you men, okay?
O ye men,
or who I call men are the flock of my pasture. So these camps, okay, that's what the scripture is talking about. That's where the truth comes out from.
Or the great millstone.
That's right. That's right. I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in high places, and my throne. Okay, no. All right, that's. I wanted to stop it too. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before His power. So, for you people that don't believe in camps, for you people that don't believe in structure and order, this truth wouldn't be flourishing had it not been for the setup of the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Camps is the blueprint of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. When you look at the 12 and you look at Yahweh Shai, and you look at where they all was teaching at, that would be like into a what? That's a fucking camp, man.
And you can just interchange the word camp for church.
Galatia was a church, right? When they went out and taught, they would probably consider themselves what? Man, look, we're gonna meet up at camp for 8 o'clock. You feel me? But we clearly know it's a church. You know what I mean?
And see what in the word church goes to the word ecclesia, which means to call out, an assembly of Israelites. That got the what? The word of the Lord, man. All right. You see, and you other people, you remain, because without this wisdom and knowledge, you are dead. Matter of fact, give me that John 6:63, brother. That's why because you could have been dead off in sin. To have this knowledge, you could be still remaining where? Is that
I got you. I know what you want. Is you something the spirit?
Yeah.
John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Right, man. They are spirit and they are life. You could have been dead, man. You could have still been dead. What that is? Proverbs 24:16, if not 21:16. These words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? The Lord, He blew the breath of life within us when He gave us this wisdom and knowledge, man. Because we could have been still chasing the American dream. You could have been like these people that you see every day. Don't know what's finna hit them, man. When Jake hear about a hurricane coming, Jake prepare, right? A lot of people can't see the vision. A lot of people can't see what you see, man. You know, a lot of people can't understand this. Go ahead, brother.
I don't think this is what you wanted for 24. The just man fall 7 times.
So that means go to 21 and 16.
21.
Is that it?
21 and 16, the man that wandereth out of the way.
Yeah, that's it right there.
21 and 16, Proverbs. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So if you don't have the understanding, that makes you what? In the congregation of the dead. All right, and who is the dead? These heathens, man, because this wisdom and knowledge is not for them. You know?
This wisdom and knowledge is the metaphorical spiritual life force of the whole planet, okay? You can't go too long without water. This truth is the water of the world, of the universe, of everything that you can think of all creation, okay? So if you don't have this, no matter how lively you think you are and informed you think you are, you're dead.
That's right. You know? Because this wisdom and knowledge, this is what, and we prophesy in part, but we have 100% of the part that we have, man. All right, wait till it be to the part to where the Lord, because the scriptures does says that the Lord is going to feed us, right? In Revelations, the 21st chapter, it says that the Lord shall feed them with what? Wisdom and knowledge. But this is after, Yahweh shall return. Feed us with what? The stuff that we don't know, you know? The thing, because it's things that the Lord held back. What that is in Second Ezra 14, I believe. Get Second Ezra. You had a precept? All right, Second Ezra 14 and 2, I think. I don't. Let me go get it. Salaki. I'm gonna go get it because I don't want to. It's talking about Moses. Yeah. It was 4. Started at 4.
Second Ezra
14 and 4. Yeah.
4. And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of where I held him by me a long season.
So you're talking about Moses right here. He held Moses with him a long season, 40 days. Go ahead.
And told him many wondrous things, and shewed him and shewed him the secrets of the times and the end, and commanded him, saying, These words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide.
You see what I'm saying? These words shall you declare, and these words shall you hide. So it's things that we don't know. It's things. Revelation. We go to Revelation 21 in the last verse, I believe. Revelation 21 in the last verse.
Revelation 21 and 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth. That's what you want. I don't think that's what you want.
I don't think that's what I want either, brother.
Okay.
Let me see. No, that's not it. That's not it. It's probably let me try 14. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. But it says, it's written in the place where the Lord said He shall feed us. And I want, matter of fact, I gotta go find this now, because I should know that.
I be feeling like that too with certain scriptures.
Yeah,
I'm not supposed to be searching this shit.
Yeah, it's 17. 7 and 17.
7 and 17.
Yeah,
okay, I got you. I'm gonna pull it. This is Revelation 7 and 17. For the Lamb, and it's the last verse too.
It's the last verse. Yeah.
For the Lamb, which is in the midst of the throne, shall feed them, and shall lead them into living fountains of waters. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Right. So it says, in the midst of the throne shall feed them, bro. Feed them with what? The things that we don't know. Colors we ain't never seen. Just everything in the universe. Infinite knowledge, man.
They say the knowledge of the ages.
Yeah. And see, right now, man, we in our land of captivity, coming back to our culture, rehearsing the righteous acts. You got Jake right now, man, is celebrating his birthday. You got Jake getting ready for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Christmas and shit. In the land of our, under the vibration of our oppressors, because they're in the congregation of the dead. They're cool with what's going on right now. You know, and a lot of them gonna wake up to the fact that they Hebrew Israelites, and still, disregard it like it ain't nothing. You got it, bro.
Proverbs 2:3. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge, and lifteth up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find knowledge of the Lord.
Yeah.
And that's going back into, you don't know anything until you know these scriptures, until you know this truth, okay? And you're not on the path to wisdom, because wisdom takes time, but you're not on the path of wisdom until you get this truth, until you get the basics incorporated within you. And when I say we incorporated within you, just like when you living in America and certain things come up, you come up to a stop sign, you take no thought of stopping. So when you come into this truth and it starts to become part of you, if you ask for a woman's phone number and she has a dude, it's second nature to be like, I can't deal with you. When you get a plate of food, if you see something unclean on there, it's second nature. When certain situations and judgment, and when you have to make judgments arise, you revert to the Bible, and that becomes second nature. Okay, so that's the path to wisdom. That's the path to knowledge, because that's the one true way.
That's right, because starting in like when you like thirst for this truth, when you thirst for this truth, and like I don't know, me, like whenever I fix my food and get my plate of food ready to eat, I sometimes Jake like to watch football games. You know what I'm saying? Every brother different. I like to get my phone, send my phone, and watch some brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know what I'm saying? You say Jake go to, do number two. Like Jake on his phone watching brothers. You know what I'm saying? Jake laying down. Jake wake up in the morning. Jake on the phone watching brothers to understand this word, man, to get built up, to be taught. You know, because we gotta seek the Lord. That's what you had made a point. We gotta seek the Lord, man. Go to Proverbs 8:17, brother.
Proverbs 8:17. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me.
All right, those that shall seek me early, bro. All right, and we seeking the Lord now, man. While the rain has not rained down, you know what I'm saying? Why these things has not, taken place here in America yet? That's written in the place somewhere. I don't want to misquote it, you know. Like, but the thing is, while it's not storming yet, we seeking the Lord, man. Because like I said, we want the Lord to hear us whenever we call. You know, because the Lord not gonna be dealing with a nigga, that's comfortable here in America. Lord not gonna be dealing with a nigga who support Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Lord not dealing like that. So that's why men that has this understanding, women that understand, their role, count yourself blessed, man. Because it ain't for everybody. It wasn't given to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got a precept, brother? You know? So this thing of ours, man, we want to grow and get built up, man, in the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord. You see? So that's all I had, brother. So, man, Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. Want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakim that's pushing this truth at the four corners of the earth in all truth, sincerity, and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom.